Hi and welcome to Forever Hairstyles. Today we're going to do some fun things with beads, and right now I'm going to show you, take this out and show you what I just did just to hurry up the process and show you how to do some stuff. I took a ponytail and I topsy-tailed it basically, and then I took the beads and I had some hair on the sides that I wanted to leave out before I put the ponytail in, and so then they can come up here. So once you get this all done, then you can bead your hair, and I beaded hair even in the back, and we'll show you how this all going to look after it's done. And I did a few rows just in different areas. They don't, not too close, or I try not to. I took one row, parted it to, and went down to another row and parted it, and so forth. Now, once you get your topsy-tail all ready and ready to go, you take your two side bead strings here with your hair, and then you tie the hair together, and I tie about probably 3-4 times. And then you kind of shove it down in the middle of the topsy-tail here. So give me 1 minute. If you have shorter hair, you probably won't have that much length, but you shove that down and then you pin it in place. So you want to kind of shove it down and pin it in place. You can move the beads however you want. But you kind of definitely want the hair to do that. In fact, if you want to, you can take one of the pony beads, and these are pony beads, and you can shove it down looking like it's supposed to be there. So, pony beads are usually a lot a wider hole to thread the hair in, so always look for pony beads instead of just regular beads. Or if you have an old bracelet with beads, as long as the hole's big enough to thread in a bead threader for hair like this, you're just fine. So, but anyway, that's what you can do. So once you get done with this, then the next step is taking the ponytail from the topsy-tail, taking that, dividing it into half. Then you take underneath and you go under and take some of this here, and be careful of the beads falling out. The thicker the hair, the thicker strand you pull through, the more they're not going to be too loose. But anyway, you take your one ponytail section from the topsy-tail pony, you take this, divide this into two, so you're really actually going to braid, okay? And then you braid and braid and braid and braid and braid. Here, let me show you here. Okay. So we braided the hair. Braided the hair. And when you get done braiding the hair, then you start rolling it up. And then you just, try to roll it up. Might be a little tricky on the ends, but you roll it, roll it, roll it. Then you pin it in places you need to pin it. Pin it first before you have to adjust any of the beads to make this style. In fact, you can even go around and move the beads. Like I said earlier, the thicker the strand, the more they don't fall out as much. But then again, you want them kind of loose just for the fact that you want to move them once you're done braiding and rolling it up into the hair, up into it. So and you can spread them out however you want to do it. And you know, the braid needs to be loose. The braid itself needs to be a little loose, but not too loose where it's going to fall out too. So you want to kind of make it a little tight. So you see the design where it's all crisscross and whatnot. And I mean, this is great for if you want something a little different. And sometimes it might be easier to do it on somebody else and not yourself, but you know, I don't have this long of hair, so I couldn't tell you. My hair's a little too short. But I know everybody is always looking for something different and fun looking to do the hair. And then this side, of course, I want to divide it into two. And see, what I'm doing is I parted it in the middle. This goes this way, this goes that way. So, and if you have loose beads, just when I bead them through, and I don't know if you ever, here I'm going to show you how you bead it through. You know, you have a bead threader, you have your beads, and then, you know, I'm doing every other color. I don't know if you can see that or not, but and very easy. And I've never had beads in my hair, and now I'm like loving it. Usually when you see beads in the hair, it's from like cornrows or dreadlocks. But you don't have to have that. You can have just simple straight hair or curly hair. You don't have to have cornrows or dreadlocks to have beads in your hair. This is kind of fun. And so anyway, that you threw it in there and bead it through, and it's pretty simple to bead hair. So anyway, you take this bottom part and you divide it into two, and then you start braiding. So and the reason I have it all to the scalp is because this is the part people are going to see. This part is going to be wrapped up and into the updo, so no one's really going to see it. That's why I kind of did it closer to the scalp, if you're wondering. So and when you're pinning it, you can move your beads however you want. You know, they don't have to be together. They can just be wherever. In fact, I just ordered some feathers the other day. You know how that trend of feathers in the hair is, and hopefully they get here someday and I get to fool around with those, and you can have some interesting styles with those. And see how when you have a loose braid that you can just move it all over, and then you can tighten it and, you know, tighten up the hair by a pin, and it's just so much fun. And any beads in your hair, you just kind of move it up, move it down, however. Can pin that right there. This is such a fun style to kind of dink around, especially if you have long hair. And the loose braids are so easy to move around. You know, they're not tight. You can move them around. There. And it's so funny how that just looks like you've done so much to it, and yeah, it's so simple. And if you have dark hair, this is, I mean, this teal color that I have for beads, oh my gosh, it just, boom, it's right there. So neat to do. But anyway, so that's how that works to embed the braid, you know, put beads in your hair and with an updo and make it look kind of elegant and fun and just like you worked on it for a while. And but oops, we got some beads underneath there. And make sure you try to get all your beads out and shown. Sometimes it's hard. And this is a style that you just can't do overnight. I mean, this is a style you'll have to practice a few times. And you know, Halloween's around the corner, so this is really neat to do if you wanted to, you know, be a Renaissance person or a barmaid, or you know, or maybe even an Egyptian queen. I don't know, but anyway, it looked really neat. I think it's really a fun style to do, and it might be hard to do it on your own, but again, try it. I mean, Halloween's only a few weeks away. You got a couple days to really try and see how you can do. But anyway, and you don't have to have the beads in. I mean, just the updo itself, I mean, you can topsy-tail and then bring it down, braid it, and bring it up. That is great. You can even bring your barrettes and put them in places you want. I even have these little clips, you know. I mean, you can put them anywhere like that. I mean, it's, you know, it's a very simple updo, and that's why I chose this one for the beads and stuff. So yeah, it's, you know, you got, I mean, if you go to Walmart, Target, any drugstores, department stores, for what you put in your hair, there's so many jewelries, Claire's even. You go there, it's so much to look at. So, but anyway, I think this is cool, and I think it's great for in the time of Halloween. And you know what? You don't even have to dress up. You could just dress up your hair for Halloween and have fun with it. So, but anyway, try it out. Please give me comments if you like it or not. Not anything too negative. It's just hair, for crying out loud. Please subscribe to my channel if you really like this one. I got many more styles I can show you and how easy they can be done. So, and here is the style for you today, and there you have it.